Good morning, everybody. Now, I haven't done an Amber reaction in a while, but I started watching this video on somebody else's channel and I was like, oh, I've got some things to say about this one. Now, we know Amber's really boring, but this is one of going to go down in history as one of her iconic, I am the victim, like narcissistic, no accountability. It's everybody else's fault except my own rhetorics. It is classic. It's a little bit funny. If it wasn't so dark, it'd be even more funny. But I want to listen to this with you and see what you guys think about it as well. Okay, ready, steady, go. But first, can we just start? I love it how she's come on looking the messiest of all messes. We know she just looks like a baby mini troll doll. The movie Troll, she looks like one of those little characters. The hair's a mess. The bun's up. You can see she's rubbed her eyes a bit to make herself look like she's crying, or she was actually crying, but I don't think so. But she's deliberately come on looking disheveled to get more sympathy. I'd want to have my hair done, my face on, my power lipstick going to look powerful and feel good, to give my words a little bit of strength, but nah, not this one. We have to be the full victim from the start. But okay, let's go.
Hi guys, I look like crap because I feel like crap. I really don't even...
Oh my God, I didn't even see that bit. But yes, she's deliberately made herself look this way to get more sympathy.
What to say, but like, you guys don't know the full story at all. And I think that's like the hardest part of this whole thing is like, there is a big part of this story missing, but I'm never...
Then if you're not going to tell us, why can't you tell us what's the big missing piece? What part of the story that could put it into context, that could allay everybody's, the facts that they found, the videos, the text messages, the tweets? What context are we missing to make that okay, that she's not a feeder, she's not participated in the feeder lifestyle, into that kink? What could be so valuable a piece of information that you refuse to give to us that could clear all of this up and make all of us wrong and you 100% right? Why won't you ever give that to us? What could it be? I can't think of a single thing.
We're going to sit there and talk about other people's personal things because that's not me, that's not who I am. But because of this...
But that piece of information could make things better for your partner. Those things could make you two be able to stay together. I mean, you are a true love match. You've known each other for at least a month and you're planning an entire future together. She was the one. If it was really love, all you'd need to do is just say, like, guys, let's just sit down. This is the truth. This is the fact. Some of it's true, but this big piece of information here is something that you guys don't know. And we figured if we shared this, it might let you know that things are okay and it's not exactly what you think. And then Amber could carry on having this relationship for the next 1 or 2 years until it blows up in her face and she could be as happy as Larry. But no, we can't know this vital secret surface piece of information. It's too valuable. She must hang on to it.
Me and now my ex, we are not together anymore, and this has left her like debilitated.
Well, that doesn't bode very well for the person that she was, does it? One little bump in the road, you can't get past it. She's not the greatest, she's not the most special. This is not something that could potentially break up a relationship. Neither one of you have done anything to each other. The internet has done something to her, but having her in the background and not having her in your videos, you could still be together. I don't see why this is a reason to split up. Unless, of course, she was a feeder and you just don't want to admit you were wrong and you didn't vet her properly.
Like, literally, like, her mental health has gone down so much. Like, she's literally one of the greatest people, and it's like...
How do you know? How do you know how great she is? Her partner died in April and she's out hunting and sniffing around for other fat cows 2 months later. Not even 2 months later. She was already looking for someone new and she was devastated by the passing. I think somebody who was truly devastated would need a little bit more time to recoup and recover before jumping into another relationship with a very similar type person. How is she the greatest? You've only known her a month. You don't know someone properly within a month. You don't. Especially when you don't actually physically spend any time with them, because they can tell you all sorts within a month. And obviously she didn't tell you enough.
See people say things that are not true at all. Like, it's not surprising. That's literally what people do.
How do you explain Tommy being crushed under a 1,000-pound belly? And she's not a feeder. How do you explain Tommy/Willow? She's not here to feed me my yummy treats today. How do you explain any of that? How is she not a feeder when she is participating in feeder activity? I don't get it, because a feedee might be like, yeah, I want someone who wants to feed me and enjoys that. But a feeder enjoys all of the other stuff. The rubbing, the touching, the laying underneath, being crushed by the girth. That's feeder behavior, not feed-e behavior. How do you explain that? What's the context? Because I can't think of any non-kink person who would be into that kind of stuff. You know, it's just, how do you explain it?
That's what they've done my whole freaking YouTube career. And for these people to act like they care about me now, yes, I know there are thousands of you who love me and support me and want to see me happy. And I appreciate those messages.
So what about the people that negate the reaction channels, or the channels that are talking about this, or me, someone like me? But what about the people who do love and care you and have got the same exact information that the reaction channels have, and their intention is that this is scary, we don't want you to be with a feeder because you are already in perilous health? What about those people? Regardless of the intention, you being with a feeder type person is not a good situation. So you're telling the people that care about you and are worried for you and have this information, and this information upsets them, their feelings are invalidated because they have the same kind of feelings as the reaction channels who don't have your best, who don't particularly like you or care about you on the daily. But they don't want to see something happen to you because you're with a really toxic you're in a toxic relationship, and you being with a feeder would be toxic. So the people who do care about you are invalidated because they feel similarly to someone who doesn't like you. That's nice.
Like, you guys have no idea. Like, I feel it. But all of these people who act like they care about me and they're worried about me, bull. Like, you guys have never wanted to see me happy. There are so many of you who love.
But you got to stop jumping into relationships with strangers that you've only known for weeks and moving them into your house and jumping in head first without getting to know them. You've got money. You could do background checks on people. You could take your time. It's long distance. What's the hurry? You guys can't do anything physically anyway except kiss. I don't understand why it has to be such a hurry, and why you're not smart enough to do background checks, to do a bit of hunting on your own. Make sure you've got the names, got your details. If they've got nothing to hide, they'd be willing to give you the information and have themselves checked. So many people do it these days, especially when they meet someone online. And you being such a famous celebrity type person, wouldn't that be something that you'd have, you know, like a service that you can check? You go onto a couple of websites, you can pay someone to do a background check. It's not illegal. Anything publicly listed can be found by a service, can be found by somebody if you need it. I thought you would be smarter than that, just to trust the words of some rando on the internet when you have so many trolls and there are so many people out there who do wish you ill intent.
Just see me miserable.
You're already miserable.
You won again. You literally won again. What's happening is not...
We didn't win. You guys decided not to be together because her mental health's not so great. She was outed as a feeder. That's embarrassing for her, maybe. That's embarrassing for you, maybe. Maybe you dumped her because you said, word for word, I could never be with someone like that. She is someone like that. But now you want to get sympathy. You just can't take the L. They found out the truth about her before she got the chance to tell you, or you took the time to find out for yourself. Take the L. She's not who you thought she was. That's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. Thanks for letting me know. I'm so grateful I found out now and not later. Peace out. I'm taking some time until I feel a bit better and I'll be back soon. That's what this video should have been. You guys were right. I was wrong. I jumped in too fast and didn't have the facts. Thank you for letting me know. Peace. But no, we've got this whole, it's your fault. You did this. You guys are mean. I'm upset. I'm embarrassed. You're ruining somebody else's life. It's all public information that they posted on public sites.
Okay. Like, it's not. And this is the very fucking reason why I don't want to show people in my videos. It has nothing to do with me and everything to do with so many of you. I am talking to a big part of you, but I'm not talking to all of you. So I need that to be like fully known. Like, I know there are a lot of people who love and support me. Like, I know that. But like right now, that is not being heard as much as I feel it. What is really being heard is like, y'all are ruining someone's life who does not deserve it. Like, it is freaking crazy.
They are the person that participated in these activities. They are the person that wrote these posts. They are the person that was in this relationship. They engaged in all of this and posted it publicly. We didn't ruin it. If they're not ashamed of it, and they're all about it, and it's public information, how is it ruining their life? I can understand it would be very overwhelming and not a great feeling to have people just blasting your DMs and your Instagram with like, oh, with really nasty, mean comments. But knowing the truth about what someone's doing, and if they're not ashamed about it, how is that ruining their mental health? They can turn comments off. They can not get notifications. They can dip out for a while until people get bored and move on. It's not like she's actually like physically doing anything illegal, or she's not done anything illegal. She's done something that is a bit taboo and on a lot of people's moral compass as the wrong way to go. But she's not doing anything. She's getting something that she's doing. She's getting flack and she's going to be a bit stigmatized. A lot stigmatized, to be honest. But it's certainly not going to stop her from being in other relationships. She's just going to find more morbidly obese women are going to be attracted to her and be looking for her because they know that she's going to be a willing partner. You know, this is not going to hurt her. This is going to hurt you, but it's certainly not going to hurt her.
What is happening right now? You guys have interfered with my life in a way that like, it makes me want to just fucking disappear. You guys have no idea. Like, if you guys knew the full story, you'd be like, oh.
I can't think of any context that would make any of it passable. I can't understand it. She was on feeder websites. She was allowing herself and willingly wanting to be crushed by a big stomach. She engaged in the feeder talk. We know they were together because she did the eulogy at her funeral. She went after another social media person that was super morbidly obese as well. What is the context that would make this passable? I can't think of any. I don't know. She likes plus size women. She likes really, really, really big women. But she's also participating in the harmful side of the kink, which is really, really not great.
Wait a minute. But you don't. And you'll never know.
Why?
Like,
tell us.
Find out all this fucking shit and then make your own narrative with it. And
how do we make the narrative? How do we make the narrative? She was dating a 1,000-pound woman. She wanted to be crushed by her stomach. She deliberately fed her unhealthy foods. She tweeted and commented on feeder website as a full participant. How is that us making up a narrative? What was she just happened to accidentally trip and fall and fell into a feeder website? She accidentally tripped and fell and scooted under her tummy and just wallowed there for a minute? How are we making up the narrative that she's a feeder without there being photographs and tweets and posts and her own eulogy and the person that she was with and her history. How? How is that us making up a narrative? That is putting all the pieces together and showing a full picture of the person. You're embarrassed because you didn't find this out on your own. That's why she's so mad.
And say that I'm in danger. You guys have no idea what you're talking about. This has pushed me away. Completely pushed me away. I don't think I'll be the same for a long time. Like,
honey love, chicken boo-boo poodle. Look, take a day. Take a heartbeat, jump back on the Instas, jump back on the TikToks, jump on the whatever Oklahoma lesbian website that you go on to find partners. And I'm sure you could scurry up the bottom of the barrel lesbian girlfriend, cartoon loving, anime car tattoo nurse to come and live with you within the next, I don't know, 6 weeks. I'll give you 6 weeks before you're in love again. You'll get over it. You'll be fine. But here's a little tip. Keep it to yourself. Give them a nickname and make them that phantom girlfriend that you have to do, because otherwise the people are going to dig, because you always seem to find the most random of randoms. And knowing who you are, and if they're interested in you, a lot of people want to like protect them from you, as well as thinking, who is this person and why would they be into such a narcissist, like, I want to say the B word, but biatch, like Amber? Do they know about Amber or do they not know about Amber? Either way, people are going to dig around. It's not okay to go doxing people. It absolutely isn't. But people are going to dig around in Amber's life because Amber is just so full of lies. She's like Foodie. You just cannot believe a word they say.
Truly a long time, because I had a future planned and I was happy and I was so...
Amber, if you're happy, that's fine. But you were also ignorantly happy. You were ignorant to who that person was, and that was your own doing. You could be married to someone for 20 years and be absolutely happy, and then you find out that they've been cheating on you, or they've been stealing money, or they're doing something that breaks the boundaries, and that makes you sad. It's the ignorance that keeps you happy. The truth is what you need to know, because you're living a lie. It's a month. You were being so dramatic over someone you'd met maybe twice. You'd let them give you a hickey, and you had some chats to them online. You are being so ridiculously dramatic. You should be grateful instead of blaming the world.
Fucking happy and so loved, and now we aren't together anymore because like her mental health comes first and her safety comes first. I should have known something like this was gonna happen.
Yeah, you should have.
9 times out of 10 people make the smallest thing.
And that's what makes me think that she was like, nah, Tommy's perfect. She's got nothing in her background. She's totally clean. She got no big secrets. Tommy did a real number on her to make her think she's this type of person. Because for Amber to bring her on camera and do like a whole video on her, she would have been just thinking, yeah, I've got the jackpot. She wants to be on camera. She wants to do this with me. I've got it. I've got it all. I've got a partner that I'm into, and she wants to be on camera with me too, because that's so important to me. She must have done a real slick number on Amber to get her to show her on camera.
Thing that I do or say or whatever it may be into like a fucking huge thing. Like, ooh. I should have known. Like, I should have known. I shouldn't have.
Here, there's the narc. It's like, everybody just watches me like a hawk. And I should have known, like, you would have just blown any little tiny inconsequential detail up into something huge. See, she's minimizing it and making the community look overly dramatic. She's minimizing the problem and making us look... This is the same thing that Foodie does. She's like, oh my God, get over it. It's not even that big of a deal. It's like, no, Tommy's a feeder. Her partner passed away. She did not help that person. She actually helped that person go in the wrong direction. And with Chantal, oh, it's no big deal. We don't even care. We're over it. Your husband wants to grape women and poop on their chests. these are fairly significant details to know about a person, but she's making it like we've taken these, blown it up into something huge, when it actually, these are boundary breaking. These are relationship breaking pieces of information. And if you aren't bothered by it, or you don't think that it's important, then why would you say if they were a feeder, I'd have to break up with them? I couldn't be with someone like that. Now that you know this about Tommy, you should be breaking up with her. Because that's what you said you would do. If she was that kind of person, you couldn't be with them. So you're going back against what you were saying. I want to know what Tommy said in her ear in the background. She must have spun us some lies.
Shared her. I shouldn't have done it, but we were so fucking happy and in love.
I just wanted to point out, the only thing that would make you think Amber is crying is that she's changed her voice to that high-pitchy, cryy, annoying kind of noise. Haven't seen a single tear. Haven't seen a single tear. Nose isn't running. She doesn't have a tissue. The only thing that makes me think that she's upset is her voice. This all just seems like it's for effect. Like, I think she's upset and she's trying to force herself to cry.
And on cloud 9, like, literally, like, I've never felt so loved.
There's not even a tear. There was no tear there.
And to have that taken from me because of people who actually hate me and that actually want to see me miserable.
Oh, we made Tommy a feeder. We made up all the toasts. All the posts. We made it all up. It's all fake information. The entire thing. It's AI. The eulogy's AI. The tweet's AI. It wasn't Tommy at all. We faked it. It's all photoshopped. None of it's real. We've even made up the lady that passed away. She was fake too. The whole thing was faked by the best of the best as far as like photoshopping goes. And we had so much time to come up with all this fake information. One person just really worked really solid for like 2 days to come up with all this information about Tommy. It's all fake. Yeah, sure.
Don't care. Like, they don't care. It's all just for fucking show and for drama and people monetizing and make.
It may not be because they care about you, but what it is I think people wanted to show that Amber's just. She tries to portray an image of a person that's got this great love and she's so hot, and even though she's a big girl, all these people are just so attracted to her and she gets all these compliments, and she tries to portray this image of herself as like, I can find intense love just like that. It's not that hard, guys. And we're like, well, maybe there's something wrong with this person, because if they're into you, do they know about you? So they go digging. And then they find out all of this public information about this person to undo the narrative that Amber's trying to write. It's basically like we want to fact check Amber because her facts don't line up. Her facts are often made up. It's to legitimize what Amber is saying. If there was nothing in Tommy's background to say that she is a feeder, there would have been nothing to find. They couldn't have found anything. And then Amber would be like, yeah, Amber's found this really nice, awesome chick. You know, maybe they are really in love with each other. Maybe they really do like each other. But that's not what happened. When people went digging around for public information that Tommy, I'm surprised Amber didn't tell Tommy to lock all your social media down. If I'm releasing you to the public, people are going to start looking into your stuff. So if you don't want your family and your friends and your life kind of like blown up a bit, I would probably lock everything down and make it private now before people go digging, okay? And is Tommy your real name, or is Emily your real name? Like, what's your real name? I would be maybe going and changing your names on things. Like, have that little security, that privacy talk with her before putting her on the internet for the world to go finding. It's like you're brand new or something.
Money, like, it's not fair. But I hope that these people are happy, because not only did they ruin my life, but they're ruining someone else's life.
Oh, and God, shut up.
Her mental health is not good right now, and neither am I. Like, I'm literally, like, look at me. Like, I just am a fucking...
Amber, you look like you do when you wake up every other morning. Your eyelids are just a little bit redder than any other. You don't come out looking like a polished gem. You always come out looking like a white turd that's been sitting in the sun for too long. You're not the hottie patotty that you think you are. You look the same as every other day.
A mess. Like, everything right now feels heavy and scary, and it's just not okay.
Oh my God.
Like, I regret.
It is just a breakup. It is just a breakup. It's just a breakup. Nothing actually happened. You got information. That is it. You've got information now about that person. And now you're sad. You are feeling a feeling. It will pass. It will go away. This will be a speed bump in your life. But it is not the end of the world. Oh my God.
So badly ever sharing her. I know people are gonna watch this and just not give a fuck. They're just gonna roll their eyes and just not care. I feel like my words don't matter to a lot of people, or the way that I feel. They never have.
The way that you feel is you are very manipulative. You don't see the outside perspective. You have you've had your ego kicked in the ass. You refuse to take the L. You're ungrateful. Your storyline that you had planned has probably been ditched for your channel. You don't get to have somebody fawning over you. Your ego is bruised, and that is why. And you're embarrassed. You've been publicly embarrassed.
Mattered. People watch me to just laugh at me and to hate me, and I'm realizing, like, people just want to ruin my life, and it worked. So people literally just don't think before they post.
Oh my God.
Fucking.
Oh my God, Amber. For someone who doesn't think, oh my God, you should have gotten Tommy to lock all her social media down. You should have forewarned her that this would have happened, because this is what happened to Jay. This is what happened to Becky. This is what happens to all of your girlfriends. Valentine, Alexis, everybody in your sphere that you bring to the forefront, this happens to them. Like, you should have done stuff. You should have been proactive. You should have protected this person. It's on you, Amber.
Just hungry for the next drama.
You're the hungry one.
Thing to make me look bad, or to make someone I love look bad. Like, that's just what they're waiting for. And when they thought they found that, they turned it into something way bigger than what it really is. And you guys, again, do not know the full story. And
tell us what it is.
You never will. I really don't know what else to say besides
why is she so adamant that we can't know what the truth is? Why? Why is it so secret? Why has she got to hold it so close to her chest? If it would make everything cleared up, wouldn't you want to let people know? What could be so private? What could be more private than being crushed by a stomach?
I just feel defeated and hopeless, and I'm absolutely heartbroken.
Oh, boo.
Like, it's just the worst feeling in the world to go from being so fucking happy and, like, so sure of my feelings and my future, to have that just ripped away from me over something that I didn't even do. Like, that's
you did do it.
The hardest part.
It was you. It was you. Your mistake was not protecting Tommy, not vetting Tommy in the first place, and bringing her on the YouTube. You did do this. You could be happy as Larry getting, I don't know, all lesbianed up with Tommy right now if you never showed her on the YouTube. You could have had the exact same relationship behind the camera. But no, you wanted to stick her up in everyone's faces. I think it was a little bit of a trying to get even Stevens with Becky. And to be honest, Becky was still winning. Tommy was not. In my opinion, Tommy's like, okay, just a normal chick, like not particularly hot, not particularly pretty, not ugly, but she's better looking than Amber. But Becky's still winning 100%. That's it. That was it. That's my reaction to Amber's sob story. Again, not taking any accountability. It's everybody's fault. There's so many things she could have done. There are still things she could do. Them breaking up was not necessarily the answer. but I don't see how she could stay. I don't think she could recover once the truth came out. And her ego is bruised. She's so embarrassed that she got tricked, she got fooled, but she can't say that. She's got to come out and blame everybody else because now she's miserable. And her coming on looking like a sweaty, greasy, hot mess with like little flyaways and her up poop bun, that is a demonstration of poor mental health, guys. Didn't you know messy hair means bad mental health? And whenever you come online, please wear a bra, Amber. Your jiggly boob that I can see over there is very unpleasant, okay? All right. She's going to wallow in her pillows, angry at the world, and then come back. Hi, guys. Let's go to Target. I'm feeling a bit better. I'm off to bingo. And then in 6 weeks' time, I'm going to give it at least 6 weeks. We'll have a new girlfriend and then a new storyline. But anyway, hope everyone's having a great day. Let me know what you think about this Amber situation and anything that I may have said. If you don't like it, let me know. If you agree, let me know. And like, comment, and subscribe. And have a great day. Bye.